How about being tone policed even when silent? My silence also is an attitude. Bruh, I cannot even tell y'all how many times I got this from so many supervisors, especially while I was in grad school. Like, oh, Shonda, you're too quiet. You're not engaging with the other students. You're not talkative enough. Like, what do y'all want me to do? Freestyle? I'm not about to sit here and talk when I have nothing to say. But then I was reading an article about this and it made so much sense. It's called Black Women Aren't Allowed to Be Introverted. I need y'all to look this up. The author's name is Sequoia Holmes, but listen to this one part. She said, as a self-identified introverted Black woman navigating mostly white spaces, I often find that my peers and coworkers have preconceived assumptions about who I am based on Black womanhood. When I fail to live up to the funny, entertaining, sassy Black woman stereotype, they're quick to assume my failure to entertain is because I don't like them.
Am I the only one who noticed that most Black girls in Europe are antisocial? I don't know why, but after creating, even before creating Black Girls Connect, Denmark, I have lived in Europe for quite a long time. And my experience in living in Europe, I noticed that most of the Black girls who were born in Europe are antisocial. Like antisocial to the core. I don't know if they know that they're antisocial or it's just that they blended so well with the antisocial culture in Europe. Okay, let me break it down. You know, in Europe, when you see Black people, most of the Black people who come in Europe, first and foremost, for starters, they come to Europe to hustle. So whenever you see them, you mostly see them like in the city center. They are catching trains, catching buses, or changing from one train to another bus. They are hustling. They have their backpack. They have like these winter caps. They wear the winter caps in every season. Summer, winter, spring. They wear it all the time. Why? Because they don't want to do their hair. They don't want to pay to do their hair, to change the hairstyles. So they are always wearing this winter cap. And I, in my mind, I'm thinking, but why? Most of them work money. They go to work. They work a lot of money. Why can't they use some of that money to pay and do their hair? Just like simple braids and look neat. So do you know why I'm talking? If you follow me, you know where I'm going to at this point. I'm talking about this because I see a lot of African kids who were born in Europe. They don't know how to take care of themselves. Maybe some of them have learned from social media, thanks to social media. From 2020, coronavirus, 2020, everyone was locked inside and the internet went from being normal to astronomically popular. Everyone was on the internet, either watching a video, creating a video, jumping on a challenge, jumping on a trend. Everyone was on the internet. And you know what? This helped a lot. A lot of people when it comes to fashion, style, makeup, hair, like it changed everything forever. Because now I can see, because before 2020, you could never see a Black girl who lives in Europe looking all polished, all sleek, all clean. You could never. You just see them, they will be dressed like the normal, the regular European girls that you see. They have a dirty sneaker, white sneakers, very dirty, nasty one, with a black pants and a white t-shirt. Mostly black pants and a white dirty sneaker. And that's their trend. That's how they dress. Or they have a very dirty sports shoes. That's how they dressed. And you know what? When I see our African kids who were born here dressing that way, I'm like, oh my God, why? Why? Their mommies are at home. They see them dressing like this. When your kids dress and they're going out, you see it. But you know why? Because these kids grow up not seeing their moms actually socializing out of their tiny communities. What do I mean by tiny communities? You know, most Africans, when they come abroad, they have small groups of people from the same country. So that's where they socialize. That's what they feel like they're socializing. They go there, maybe there's a meeting, there is a baptism, there is confirmation, there is some graduation, or there is some birthday party, or some party of some sort. They are always clicked together, glued together, like no, they are always glued together. So at the end of the day, their fashion sense is from their circle, from that tight circle. Like take for instance Congolese. When the Congolese, they see Kofi, the main artist, the most popular artist, he has a dress style. Every Congolese wants to dress like him. I mean the Congolese from Africa, not the Congolese kids who were born here. Although some of them are copying it. Sapology, they want to dress like him. They want to buy expensive logos. They want to dress with all the brands, big brand names, you know. That's how they want to dress. That's their style. Granted. But my point is, why? Why are we as Africans who come from Africa, we come here, we make it, but we don't integrate into the system. Like we don't teach our kids how to be social, how to socialize. We spend 24 hours working 5 or 4 jobs, sometimes 3, 4, 5 jobs. We go from one job to another, and by the time we get home, we're exhausted, we're tired, and we go to bed. Our kids see us in that state. Don't feel like they don't see you, they see. And that's the closest they are to. You know, if you're a woman, you never do your hair, you wear some tattered wig, and when you come home, you take the wig off and throw, and then your hair is some cornrows that has been there like forever, maybe 1 year, and there's so much dust and dandruff in the hair. Your kids see it. They see it. And that's the closest that they can see. When they see it, they feel that that's normal. And they grow up here. Unfortunately, they go to school. They see their teachers. They wear one clothes. Especially the Europeans are so minimalistic. So they don't really care about how they look physically. They might try a little bit only when there's a there's a festivity or an arrangement or something like a party or some small graduation or something. They might try, because some people still continue wearing what they've been wearing and they don't care, you know. They're so minimalistic. So our kids are also close to that. That's what they see, and they feel that that's normal, being minimalistic and dressing like that. That's what they see and they copy. And imagine your kids are copying that one, and then they're coming home, they're copying from you. How are they going to be when they grow up? That's a recipe for disaster.